What's going on, Master Duel fans? James Polk here. Now that I got everything covered out of the way when it comes to Mikenko's in terms of the deck core, obviously still working on the normals and rares of the deck core, trying to gloss them out. And for this matchup specifically, it won't be too much of a fight to put up with, but I'm pretty sure there will be some display for the showcase for this fight to put up with. With that being said, this hand, I think it's extra awkward, so depends on what my opponent is playing. We'll see where this leads to. Okay, so doesn't care about the special summon, and obviously one card in the extra deck, so something tells me so much for prosperity or extravagance. And of course, if you guys noticed it, by the way, no extra deck of mine because I want to learn the basics of Mikanko's. So let's see what's up with the duality first. Dark Lord Nurse Reficule, and turns out this person is playing Nurse Burn. The Paths of Destiny, gift card. So Dark Lord Nurse Reficule, the Paths of Destiny, and gift card. Immediately takes Dark Lord Nurse Reficule, normal. Perform a Power Popper-Upper, sending the 2. Another copy, and then try and guess. Joke's on you, there is no extra deck of mine, so that makes try and guess completely dead and quite the glossed out of a UR card of all things. Draw the 2. Desires. Banishment of the Dark Lords for another Dark Lord Nurse. Ixchel, discard Dark Lord Nurse. Contract, Jun to Hare. Upstart. Normally I gain 1,000, but because this is Dark Lord Nurse, I actually take the 1,000 instead. And obviously, bad reaction to Samochi is basically Dark Lord Nurse copies 4, 5, and 6. Pire Mep, getting Ohime. Set the 2. Set another normal to Hare. Desires. Set the 2. Demise. Upstart. And then... Wait, what? Oh, no damage involved in this, so... That is not what I thought it was. Mikenko Promise. And great Mikenko. And what's funny about this is that I legit could have end my turn like this. The fact that my opponent has no cards left in the deck, so I said to myself, you know what? I could just do one of the 2 possibilities. Deck him out, which of course, that person did the job for me. Otherwise, the card I drew, which was Double-Edged Sword, go for the kill. Depends on what his other 3 back row. Or just do nothing. Double-Edged Sword. Nurse at 34. Paths of Destiny. No matter what happens, I will always take 2,000. And the opponent gains 2,000. Okay. 34. 34. Ohime. Grab Yahuli. Ditch Golden. Banish the ceremony. Toss up male Washidori. Ritual summon for Ohime. And without targeting, destroy one card, burn for 1,000, game is over. And for this next matchup, looking at this hand, I'd say it's incredible. Okay, up against Labyrinth, so Stovey and Lovely. Set regular welcome. And 2 other set cards. There's the Max C already. In response, Ceremony. Regular welcome. For the lady, Ohime. Banish the ceremony. Toss out male Washidori. Ohime for male Washidori. There's the Imperm. Lady. Setting. Big welcome. Normal Huli. Our best on Huli. Huli getting the rivalry. And 1 set. Big welcome. Ohime for male Washidori. D-Barrier calling out Ritual. And Promise on Ohime. And Lady setting Punishment. Getting Curse Sword. Lovely from Grave. Return Lady. Lovely. Regular welcome. Stovey Torby special. Lady from hand. Regular welcome reset button and kill off Arabesque. Rivalry. Getting the Arabesque back in hand. Stovey Torby. Discard Chandraglier for the field spell. Field spell. Lovely. Reset button D-Barrier. No battle damage at all because no equips involved. Return Ohime, Curse Sword, getting Broken Sword. So, as a surprise factor, if you guys noticed, the reason why I said I wanted to start out Mikenko's a basic deck is because if I really want to see the game-winning cards, the Bamboo Sword engine is what make the most consistent as it should. Male Washidori for Huli. Huli. Followed by regular welcome. Lady set. And permanence. No Mikenko card gets targeted. Specials Ariana. Joke's on me. I forgot about the field spell. Huli. Getting rivalry. Ariana for Kuklok. Ohime for Mikenko Kagura. Discard rivalry. Arabesque on Lovely. Arabesque. Hare return Lovely. Kuklok. Discard itself so that a trap triggers, get the Fire Dance. D-Barrier calling on Ritual in response to the Fire Dance. That's on Huli. Regular welcome, bring back Lovely. Broken Sword on Huli. Big welcome on Ariana. Lovely. Stovey Torby free special. Chandraglier come back to the hand. Regular Lovely kill off our best. Rivalry. Bring back Curse Sword. Stovey Torby discard Chandraglier. For big welcome. Kuklok. Bring it back to the hand. Curse Sword on Hare. A 1. A 2. And a 3 for game. Quite the back and forth chain reaction, not gonna lie though. And this next matchup, looking at this hand, I say we're getting there. So Destruction. So that would be Runic's. Free special Hugin. Hugin, discard Flashing Fire. Yo! Shatter Foil. Runic Fountain. Wild. Runic Kashtira. This is definitely something. Normal the Rise Heart. So that way the lock of XZ is literally no issue at all. Rise Heart, banish the Fenrir. And then Foolish Goods, Reflection Rondo, and Ceremony banished face down. So much for Reflection Rondo and Foolish Goods because 2 of those are 1-ups. Birth for Fenrir. Fenrir getting Unicorn. Set 2 together for a Shangri-Era. And pass. Shangri-Era or Fenrir. Our best on Shangri-Era. No zone locking. Huli is on the field. No Mikenko card gets targeted. Huli gets Rivalry. Ohime gets Nini. Discard the map. Normal the Nini. Maya Washidori on Nini. Green and blue Mikenkos on Fenrir. And 1 set. Fenrir getting Rise Heart. Birth for Unicorn. Gets another birth, all from Unicorn. The same Shangri-Era in attack mode this time because opponent does not want to take up all that damage himself. Birth for Fenrir. Preparations for Rise Heart. Rise Heart, banish the Unicorn. Nini take Rise Heart, or Shangri-Era actually. Golden Sword, another Ceremony, and there's one of the Ohimes. All 3 banished face down. Fenrir. Pretty much he had to banish either Shangri-Era or one of his own cards because Huli is a card that prevents anti-target to all Mikenko cards. And this next matchup, this hand, it's literally nothing but Bamboo Sword investment. So start off fresh with a set and then free special unicorn. So more Kashtira action. Getting Birth. Activates Birth. Birth for Fenrir. Fenrir getting Rise Heart. Rise Heart. Free special. Banish Unicorn. Or not Unicorn, Ogre. Golden Sword, Map, and Ceremony. Banished face down. Birth. 4 Unicorn. And all 4 Kashtira members have been assembled. Main deck wise. Unicorn. Getting preparations. Set. 2 together for Shangri-Ira. 2 together for Diablosis. And joke's on you, there is no extra deck. So it never hurts to prepare for a deck that doesn't use an extra deck. Shangri-Ira. Chain 2 preparations. Shangri-Ira for Fenrir. Activates Map for Hare. Normal Hare. Curse Sword. Hare triggers. Getting our best. Fenrir. Banish Hare. Curse Sword Engrave. Wait, what? Oh yeah, Rise Heart banished one of the golden swords. So at this point, that is extra 4 cards instead of the usual 6. And then Diablos is on the other hand, 4 cards banished face down, so we lose 4. So 32 minus 4, 28. And a zone block. Zone block. Our best on Shangri-Ira. Our best for Huli. No more zone locking. Huli getting Rivalry. Broken Sword on Diablosis. Golden. Huli and Map. Birth. DD Crow the 3 spells. Banish face down. Another golden. Tactics. Figure I'll take the extra cards. Nini included. Hare and Meowashidori. Meowashidori on Huli. Set. Meowashidori. Return Diablosis. Broken is gone out of here. And then pass. Birth. For Unicorn. 2 together for Red Eyes. Flare Metal Dragon. Rank 7 Dark Dragon XZ. 2800 attack, 2400 defense. 2 level 7s in general is what it takes to make it. Cannot be killed by card effects while it has material. Simple. And then while this card has material, each time your opponent activates a card or effect, burn your opponent for 500 immediately after this effect resolves. And then the last effect, it's not Red Eyes. That last effect does not matter. Flare Metal over. Rivalry on Flare Metal. Double-edged sword attached to Flare Metal. So here's what's going to happen. If you saw the video where I played Amazoness Indie Fusion event against that Despia deck, I'll leave that in the video somewhere below so that you get the reference point. Anywho, double-edged sword. 1 double-edged sword, basic. 2000 extra attack, so it's at 48. And then both players take any battle damage involving the equip monster. And because we have an equip to Huli, it makes it so that they take the first 48 off from the Mikenko, and Red Eyes player, in terms of the owner of the card, takes another 48 because of double-edged sword. In other words, say good night. and take the 500. And last but not least, this hand, not too much else. Chaos Core. Banishing Tragedy, interesting. And then Aluber Summon Soul, Chaos, Despia. Getting Branded Fusion. I'm surprised he didn't Branded Fusion. If that's not the case, the card I drew don't do much. Normal's Phantom of Chaos. What on earth is that? Whoa, glossed out Phantom of Chaos. And for some reason, it's actually a UR out of all the things in the universe. Like, wow. I mean, SR? Sure. Like, I understand, but UR Phantom of Chaos? That's too rich for my blood. So let's see what's the reason why Phantom of Chaos happens to be a UR. Level 4, Dark Fiend. No attack, no defense. Funny enough about Phantom of Chaos is that he is also a Purere map target, which is super interesting. Your opponent takes no battle damage involving it. Okay, so that's a bit of a downside there. And then once per turn, target one effect monster in your graveyard, banish it, and if you do, until the end phase, this card's name and original attack become that monster's name and original attack. And replace this effect with that monster's original effects. So, a copycat with its stat modification. Wow. So let's see, 4, another 4, that's 8, and then the 2, that's 10. Chaos Angel. And since the opponent used both lights and darks, so what that means is not only synchros are unaffected by activated monster effects, also monsters in general cannot be killed by battle. Magnamut, banish Phantom of Chaos. Magnamut, 25, 35. Magnamut, getting Druid's Worm. There's the Hooli. Now I'm able to play for a bit. Set the 2. Normal Hooli. Druid's Worm banishing Aluber for the special. Tactics. Figure I can take a monster. Male Washidori on Hooli. Hooli getting Promise. Cursed Sword on Druid's Worm, so that I want to get rid of the Cursed Sword for the free search by having Druid's Worm crash into Magnamut. Chaos Angel, Promise or Rivalry on Chaos Angel, gets the double-edged sword, and see ya. And with that being said, for the showcase, time to take you guys to the sneak peek deck profile. Okay, so as you guys saw from this showcase of Mikenko's, so again, I'm only learning the basics about how the deck works the first time around, or like the first few times around. So let's go in order by the deck profile for you guys. Mikenko's 3 Hare, 3 Nini, 3 Huli, and 3 Ohime. Gimmick of the deck is no equips on them, no damage in battles involving the Mikenkos. However, if they are equipped, not only they cannot be killed by battle, but they also take damage involving the equipped monster. And then Ohime here can't be killed by battle. Also, your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken. So they're all basically Amazoness Fighter mixed Amazoness Swordswoman. Depends on the equip's playstyle. Hare. Upon equipped to Hare, Stratos of Mikenko equipped spell in general, and then Nini, upon equipping with an equipped card, doesn't gotta be Mikenko equips either. As a quick effect, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, take control of it until the end phase, and this can only apply during your opponent's turn specifically. And then Huli, this is the win more button card than Hare, because once equipped off from Huli, not only you get a Mikenko trap, which is the Stratos of Mikenko traps, but once equipped, none of your Mikenko cards can't be targeted within card effects, self-included. Basically, in terms of untargetable, Huli is basically towers in that situation. And then the 3 Ohime, aside from the ritual summon of Mikenko Kagura, obvious reasons, same concept about how the gimmick of Mikenkos work. And then each of the following effects of Ohime once. While she's in your hand, reveal this, add any Mikenko card that isn't Ohime, then discard one. And then, as a quick effect, if she were to be on the field, target one equipped spell in your graveyard, equip it to one appropriate monster on the field. So, a lot of the one-of equips, which I usually kept most of the time, is usually meant for the Bamboo Swords, Male Washidori by itself, or whatever else in mind. As for the traps, we will go over the traps first because we don't run that many. 2 Rivalry and 2 Promise. The Promise is basically E-Telly from the deck as well as special one from hand, then equip one equipped spell from hand or graveyard, and then banish it whenever it leaves. And then Heart once on a Promise, which is why I play 2. And then Rivalry, if you happen to control a Mikenko monster, target one face-up monster anywhere on the field, hook it up with one equipped spell to it. And then if an equipped spell is sent to the grave, doesn't matter how it's sent to the graveyard, outside of the damage step, while it's in the grave, banish this, target one equipped spell in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Each effect of Rivalry once. Now, as for the non-equips, we will go over the non-equips first. Foolish Burial Goods, Metaphor Fusion, free plus. Tactics, just the one of. And then I almost forgot about the tactics, by the way, is where like in any scenario of a deck building process, unless I already have it in the deck. Okay, never mind, I do have it in the deck. Call by the Grave. I was going to say, in case if I didn't have Call by in my deck, I was going to end up playing a second copy of Triple Tactics Talent. But Call by is in the deck already, so I thought, 1 and 1, the usual standalone should do at its finest. And then 3 Puree maps, all Mikenkos have no attack at all, so that's obviously a free search. And then 3 ceremonies. It is your extender of 1 Mikenko from the hand, ignoring the summon condition, which also means you can special summon the ritual monster if you really wanted to. But the thing is, if your opponent doesn't do anything to get rid of the special summon from the hand, the card actually gets kicked back to the hand during your opponent's end phase. And then you can banish this, Foolish Burial any Mikenko card that isn't ceremony from dead to graveyard. Interesting. And then Mikanko Kagura, 3 of them. Aside from the ritual summoning part, apply the following effect if you really wish to. Destroy cards does not target your opponent controls up to the number of equipped spells with different names in your graveyard. And for every card destroyed, burn your opponent 1,000 for each. This card is technically meant for closing out games, and in case if you don't have anything else to keep yourself going from the usual standalone double-edged sword OTK, Mikanko Kagura can help you close out games a lot faster. And then Heavenly Gate of the Mikenko, the field spell. While you control a monster that is equipped with an equip card, all monsters your opponent controls that can attack must attack monsters equipped with equipped cards. If your Mikenko monster battles, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step, so that's built-in Armades, nice. And then at the end of the damage step, if your Mikenko monster attacked, send 1 equipped card you control to the graveyard. It can make another attack on a monster in a row, which is interesting. And technically it may not be an equipped spell, but I still consider it to be a package of the Bamboo Sword package. So 3 golden basic with a 1 broken and 1 cursed. The reason why 1 cursed sword of all things is because Ohime can actually return the cursed sword, and you're able to search out the golden swords as well as broken sword. And on top of that, Foolish Goods is a card to send away the cursed sword. And then the equip spells, as I already mentioned about the broken and cursed sword, which is on there. Double-edged sword, only 1. Again, Ohime can bring the card back, and if it's in your deck, you can literally fetch it out with promise. So this deck has too many accessible ways to get to your specific equips if really needed. So promise, Foolish Goods, Ceremony, and Ohime can get things going. If you can perform an amazing setup involving the 4 cards, then you are in a pretty good spot. Fire Dance, just the one of, because it's an extender and a recursion. So free special a Mikenko from hand or graveyard, and if you do, equip it. Then you have the option to special summon 1 monster from your opponent's graveyard to their field, but negate its effects. And the reason why only 1 Fire Dance in this specific situation is because you rather see Fire Dance at a proper time. Because during online testing from other simulators, I tried 3 Fire Dance and 2 Fire Dance for quite some time when it comes to free extension. The card is great, it's just it kept on clogging when I have no targets. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to cut down the 2 extra Fire Dances for the 1 Fire Dance, and then the 1 Fire Dance did its worth. And on top of that, about the Fire Dance. The equipped monster cannot be killed by card effects, basic. And then hard once on Fire Dance activation. Purification Dance. Hook it up to only a Mikenko monster. The basic standalone of cannot be killed by card effects, which of course, Arabesque, Reflection Rondo, in terms of the can't be killed by card effects. Meo Washidori, the Mikenko equips should say so about it. In this one for Purification Dance, if a monster's more than one is special summoned to your opponent's field outside of the damage step, target one monster you control and one monster your opponent controls, kick it back to the hand. And then this effect of Purification Dance once. Water Arabesque, the best equipped spell ever printed. During solo mode testing, tagging in, tagging out from different Mikenkos was great, but what I didn't notice it the first time about what I've come across is that I can actually have the Arabesque hook it up to my opponent's monster so that it is a E-telly of a Mikenko, and whatever Mikenko you summon not only gets equipped, but that equipped monster gets bounced to the hand as well. So Arabesque is meant for outing floodgate monsters that doesn't say neither player can special summon. So most cases it outs Colossus, Winda, or any other problematic floodgate monsters that you're having trouble with, which is insanity. And on top of that, if not too much else about the Arabesque, yup, the standalone can't be killed by card effects, basic. And then Reflection Rondo, only one. The reason why one specifically is because of the side effect that says you can only control one Reflection Rondo at a time. Hard once on activation, basic. And then when it comes to Reflection Rondo, you can only hook it up to your opponent's monster. While you control a Mikenko monster, take control of the equipped monster. And while it's on your field, of course, no one can activate the effects of the equipped monster, which is insanity. And then when this card leaves the field, send, not destroy, but send the equipped monster to the graveyard. Turns out, Reflection Rondo does not have the can't be killed by card effects, the basic standalone. And last but not least, Meo Washidori. Each of the following effects once. At the end of the damage step, if your Mikenko monster battled, target one card anywhere on the field, kick it back to the hand. And on top of that, if this card is in your graveyard, target one Mikenko monster in your graveyard, free special it, and if you do, equip it but banish it whenever it leaves. And by the way, about this Meo Washidori, this card, as a glossed out, as soon as I saw it being revealed from the pack, I said to myself, okay, I am completely sold on Mikenkos officially. And if not too much else to go over every card in the deck profile, my extra deck, there is no extra deck. Just so that in case if I come across Kashtira or burn cards that involves tossing out the extra deck, or most cases Dogmaticas be doing this too, so jokes on those decks, no extra deck required. This is James Polk on this unique Mikenko build. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and if you haven't already, smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated, and we'll catch you guys the next showcase.